Only in Eyewitness News, Honor Flight, honoring our veterans for their service and sacrifice.
The Rhode Island Fire Chief's Honor Flight Hub is dedicated to bringing local veterans to our nation's capital so they can see firsthand the memorials dedicated to their service. And I recently had the opportunity to travel with a group of local World War II, Korean, and Vietnam War veterans to D.C., and what they encountered was a reception fit for heroes. This is Honor Flight Tango's story.
Thank you for your service, Patrol.
Their journey begins here at 5 a.m. on Saturday, September 15th at Warwick Fire Station 8 on Post Road. Complete with a police, fire, and motorcycle escort to Green Airport. Where a hero's welcome awaits them. Once on board,
Hi, 12.
a water cannon salute from the runway, and off to Baltimore, only to be greeted again.
Thank you for your service.
By total strangers. First stop, the World War II Memorial. Retired Providence Fire Chief George Farrell is chairman of the Rhode Island Fire Chief's Honor Flight Hub Office.
The opportunity for someone to come and say to them, thank you for what you did, and then to bring them here to see these beautiful memorials that were built to honor their service and sacrifice. Without Honor Flight, they wouldn't have that opportunity.
For them to come here and to see this memorial, to know that their sacrifice and service will be remembered by the nation forever.
Here to remember those brave souls who did not come home and gave the ultimate sacrifice for their country.
What do you think when you see the names on the walls, those who made the ultimate sacrifice?
I wish they were here, but they're not. See, my brother landed in Normandy, and he ended up in the Battle of the Bulge. And he's gone too. There's not many of us left.
Did you lose a lot of friends in the war?
I would say I lost quite a few friends in the war, yeah.
To tearjerkers, really, to think about what we've gone through, how many people we've lost. It's unbelievable until you come here to see it.
As you can see, freedom is not free. There's pain, there's sufferings, there's people with hurts, not only physical hurts, mental hurts. It's something that you just like to forget about.
I know that I had to do what I had to do. Of course, we were glad when the war was over, then we came back home.
You having a good time today?
Yeah. I've never been here before. But now that I've seen this, I understand what it's all about.
And to finally return home to a hero's welcome.
It's fantastic. The whole trip, especially the people at the airport, just so moving.
And moving it was. Thanks to fundraising and sponsorships, every veteran on this trip went to no cost to them. Now, coming up on Eyewitness News at 6, we visit Arlington National Cemetery and the emotional reaction at the tomb of the unknown soldier.
There is only on Eyewitness News, Honor Flight. On Eyewitness News Live at 5, we took you to Washington, D.C. to show you the memorials dedicated to the lives and sacrifices of our local veterans.
And thanks to the Rhode Island Fire Chief's Honor Flight Hub, World War II veterans, Korean and Vietnam War veterans, and their guardians, along with first responders, traveled to the memorials dedicated to their service. I had the opportunity to also visit Arlington National Cemetery with them as they remembered friends lost on the battlefield. This is Honor Flight Tango's story. The thank you tour for Honor Flight Tango begins here.
Thank you for your service, Patrol.
From a Warwick fire station to Green Airport to be showered with gratitude. Their flight to Baltimore. to visit the memorials built for those who so bravely defended our country. Then a solemn visit. And the changing of the guard at the tomb of the unknown soldier.
It is requested that everyone remain silent and standing.
Two Honor Flight veterans placing the wreath to remember those who lost their lives. The entire day bringing back memories.
It made me think about my older brother that was fought in Korea. A couple of my uncles back in World War II. One of them came home and the other one got killed.
You think about those days a lot?
Oh yes, oh yes. Yeah, I pray for them every night.
You're 18 years old. Most kids are just glad to go to the movies at 18 years old. You're putting dog tags in victims' mouths. What's going through your mind when you're doing that?
Tears, because you know that this man belongs to someone, his parents, his wife, children, but you think about that and you say, oh my God.
Did you enlist with a friend?
Well, my friend was the one that talked me into going in, and she never went.
But you still went?
Yes, I went by myself.
World War II vet Captain Eddie Rickenbacker once said, courage is doing what you're afraid to do. A country is grateful to the men and women who never back down because freedom is not free. You got to know that a piece of you kept a lot of people safe.
Yes, I realize that now. You know, I didn't think of that before, but I do now.
The true faces of heroes. Want to thank John Villela, our videographer, who put the piece together, did a great job. The Rhode Island Fire Chief's Honor Flight Hub is looking for World War II and other veterans who may be interested in traveling to D.C. at no cost to them. If you know a vet who would like to go, just visit our website at WPRI.com and we'll give you all the information.